Всем здорово. Это дубль 2. До этого я ложанул, тупо нажал крестик, и там пошла ботва. Придется заново начать гандошить мужиков. Нихуя. Охуеть, ёпта. Пойдем. Перед вами город Фар-Харбор. Мужик, давай не неси там свою шляпу. Да какой ты увертливый. Вообще все мимо. Вот это я вообще ложанул просто. 20 патронов мимо. Боль руки. Сейчас тебе в пенис выстрелят. Ну, выстреливай. Да ладно. Это как вообще? Что за баги? Ногу отстрелила Петя. Обе причем. Пистолет-пулемет и береговая броня. Это той самый. Дядя Юра, ты идешь? Это потрясающе. Пошли, ёпта, Юра. Давай, давай, я не боюсь. Я не боюсь. Лучше веди меня. Веди меня, Петров. Ну же. Да ладно. Блядь, такие лаги тут вообще дичь. Да всем насрать, что ты говоришь. На, нифига. Убил. Убийство. На, в лапу. Пошли. Кейт вами восхищается, спасибо. We steer clear, but you never know. When I was a young lad, no higher than you and me. Что-то порычало, конечно, суровое. Fog eventually rolled back. People resettled, but they got comfortable. Мужик, ты много базаришь и мало бегаешь. Отвечаю. Ты достал с этим. Вообще, блядь, баги на багах. На, в жопу, ёпта. Крышечка.
Hey. This back. You got a second? I got something I want to say to you.
Давай попиздим.
Of course. What's on your mind? Appreciate.
Мы уже давно становимся. Ага. Было бы приятно.
You're saying that now. It all starts. Sure. I'm convinced I was yelled the whole time I was telling me. Then me 18. They slapped a shock. 18 years of
18 years.
Thanks. It would be easy to. I was with those the things they, but I bought stealing a few. I can't even imagine. You think that's low? It took it, but instead of you can imagine what you can't. Sounds like justice to me. Was it justice? When I close and then my mind starts wandering,
Потрясающая история вообще. Очень захватывает.
I'm proud of you. I knew I'm always here for you. Oh, sorry.
Ай.
It feels good.
Если замутить с этим персом, будет перк пиздатый. Пойдем. Ну зачем? Ого. Легендарный гуль Петя. Где он? Уменьшение урона супермутантов на 15%. Пошли. Сейчас тетка должна вылезти. Как тут все лагает, это пиздец.
Stringing one more soul to their damnation, old man?
Well, what have we here? Another rat worshipping lunatic. That's what.
Your barbs do not harm me. I am shielded by my faith.
How about bullets? Faith shield you against those too?
Let's just settle down, okay?
You're right. Waste of ammo.
Do not sully this one with your blasphemy.
Кейт это не понравилось.
You. I suggest you go no further. Acadia is a nest of snakes.
Кейт, блядь, нихуя не нравится.
That subvert the will of Adam.
All right, I'm listening. Tell me about Adam.
Tell you?
Right.
You stride through his kingdom. A land, and you may join our family if he deems you worthy.
Почему бы нет? Нет, спасибо.
On second thought, I'm good.
So be it. But I would be mindful where you step. After all, you are in Adam's kingdom now.
If you're done wasting time with a fanatic, let's move on.
Иди в жопу, блядь. В натуре лучшая хуйня. Впереди воздух чистый. Дымана нет. А поселение бы какое-нибудь здесь. О, сразу FPS выросло. Ура, блядь. Нормальный FPS. Выполнено. Поговорите.
Acadia's already been watching us for a good spell. If you want to talk with them, just go inside. They'll be waiting for you. You need my
Меня вечно
help
кто-то ждет.
You come see me. Got a cabin just outside of Far Harbor. Good place to tool up your gear, get some rest, or get stinking drunk. Just make sure if you're bringing a bottle of something strong, there's enough to share.
До встречи, блядь.
Maybe later, Longfellow.
All right, but I'm serious about the offer. You ever want to hunt the forests and waters of the island together, I could think of worse things to do.
Мне не нужен старик этот с собой сраный. Левел. Левел ап. Так. Кузнец. Ну-ка. О, рост силы не потребуется. Это же... Кто-то возникнул. Модификация оружия ближнего боя. Понятно. Короче, типа в сочетании со всем остальным дерьмом нужно. Ну пошли. Что могу сказать? Пойдем. А что еще-то нужно? Информация. Найти место, поговорить с правителем Аркадии. Помочь капитану, помочь морячке, помочь, блядь. Охуеть, как всем нужно сразу помочь. Моментально все беспомощные стали, атрофировали все это и ничего не могут. Просто бей. Итак, что это за место? Как меня задолбала эта сраная силовая броня.
You know, when I first climbed this mountain above the fog, I thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in. You've entered a place of clarity, understanding, peace. While you're here in Acadia, Synthkind welcomes you as long as you welcome us.
What are you?
I told you. I'm the old synth on the mountain. I know the plastic skin and tubes out the back can be unsettling, but I want to ask you to look past that. Tell me why you're here, and I'll try to help you.
I came here looking for Kasumi Nakano.
Really? I'm impressed. Few would brave the kind of journey you've had for the sake of someone else. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me, do you think Kasumi is a simp?
Why are you asking?
Because she came here with that very question, and the answer changes every part of her world. None of us take this transition lightly. She's facing the possibility of her entire life being a lie, that someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her. She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hiding, not pretending to be something else. One more question, if you'll indulge me. You're here for Kasumi, but I suspect there could be another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
No, but if I squint real hard in the mirror, sometimes I look like someone else.
I'm afraid when I try that trick, nothing really changes. I know it might seem impossible that you could be a synth, but tell me, what's the first thing you can remember?
I was with my wife. We were getting ready for the day. I had to take care of my boy, Sean. And, well, a lot's happened since then.
But no memories before then? No childhood? Your first best friend? Your first kiss? That's usually a sign. Data is easy to migrate, but feelings, that's a hard thing to transfer into another mind. Isn't it funny how a memory can feel like a whole different reality? People, places, even sounds and colors can change. Or someone else has changed them. I won't lie to you. There will always be other explanations. Trauma, disease, the background radiation. They all take their toll on the mind. But I can promise you that you will be accepted here. Whatever you decide is true for yourself.
Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about.
I'm glad to hear it. Acadia is open to you. Feel free to walk the grounds.
Ну это он вообще сейчас во мне измену
Introduce
поселил.
yourself to my co-founders, Faraday and Chase, and I'm sure you're eager to talk to Kasumi. She's usually working down below. Is there anything else you need from me?
Охуеть.
You should know, the Institute has been destroyed.
What? It's over? No more courser hunts? No more slavery? But that also means the technology to make the synths is lost. Our origins have been buried. Not to mention the loss of human life. Sorry. I'm not going to judge the actions of someone who's wiped out a great evil. You have our gratitude. Is there anything else you need?
So everyone here in Acadia is a synth?
Yes. Either they were escapees we managed to find before the Institute could, or they were victims of a mind wipe, and we revealed the truth to them.
Интересно, стоит ли
You're
уничтожать
from
это
the
место?
Commonwealth, like Kasumi, yes? I'm sure you've had your own experiences with my kind.
Синты меня поразили. Синты машины, ваш опыт. У меня нет определенного мнения.
I've been impressed with the synths I've come across.
That's good to hear. I hope your opinion of us only continues
Да
to get
хули
better.
тебе не нравится Всевышний, Кейт?
Was there anything else?
I should get going.
Of course.
Hello.
Perhaps we're in there a long time. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. You worry
Hey.
too much.
Sure.
Sometimes I feel like
You need to
don't
talk.
worry enough. You know we
Your
lose
thoughts?
three more
I don't
relays
mind
this week.
hoofing it as long as there's some excitement at the end of the road.
Your thoughts?
You point, I shoot. I like this arrangement.
That was all.
Fine by me.
Lunatics.
They're nothing you need to be concerned about.
It's not them. I'm concerned about you, Dima. You can't solve all the world's problems. Certainly not all at once.
Dearest Faraday, relax. All will be fine.
So,
ты кто?
you've talked to Dima. You know why we're here. I
Здорово,
certainly hope
телезритель.
that you'll consider helping us. Dima's vision is worth fighting for.
Так,
Heads up.
Point out, can I help?
We
иди
should go our
нахуй
separate
сюда.
ways.
Okay, I'll head home for now. Watch yourself out there.
Хренач отсюда. Надо брать Валентайна. Как уехать? Все, ладно, сейчас один побегаю. И потом.
You track Kasumi here. I'm impressed. Perhaps not as quietly or efficiently as possible, but thankfully she was never in any real danger. I'm afraid your journey was unnecessary.
I wanted to see for myself that she's safe.
You have my word. Acadia is a safe haven for synths. Were it not, I would not have aided anyone in reaching it. Every synth I've tracked down, every synth convinced to come here, has been assured that he or she will come to no harm. My job is to make sure they all remain safe, no matter what. Understand?
Да что ты, блядь?
How do you manage to track down synths and bring them here?
I have a network of contacts throughout the area. Some from my time with the Institute, some after. I know the Institute's tactics, and use that to my advantage. You have Dima's blessing, so by all means, make yourself comfortable.
I'd like to help you all. Is there anything I can do?
Actually, as a matter of fact, there is. If you're serious about contributing, well, we've got a situation I need someone to look into. You've had some experience traveling around the island, so you may be decently equipped to handle it.
All right, I'm listening.
We were expecting a new synth to arrive, and he should have been here by now. There's been no sign of him, and I'm concerned that he might have become lost on the way here.
Ну хорошо.
I'll find out what I can.
You should start by talking to Brooks in Far Harbor. He's one of us, a synth. He's the one who meets the new arrivals and gets them started on the journey here. Of course, he's not likely to tell you anything without proof that you're working for me. If he doesn't cooperate, tell him that his designation is L792. That should convince him. That's as much help as I can give you for now. Please, hurry. If that synth is out there alone, he won't last long.
Надо сохраниться, короче, блядь. Прям отдельно новое сохранение создам. Все, ништяк. Идем дальше. Что тут? Пупсы какие-нибудь есть? Нет. Ни хрена нет.
So, you've talked to Dima. You know why we're here. I certainly hope that you'll consider helping us. Dima's vision is worth fighting for.
You're right. It is a good cause. Synths definitely deserve to be safe, just like everyone else.
It's so good to hear that. Very encouraging. Please, make sure Dima knows that as well. He's put so much of himself into this. All his time and energy devoted to helping others. He never stops to think of himself. Sometimes I worry about, well, if I wasn't here to make sure his equipment is all functional. And that's not even mentioning maintaining the fog condensers. So many things to keep track of.
Seems like he's lucky to have you helping.
Thank you. That's very kind.
If there's anything I can do to help out, just let me know.
Well, if you're determined to help, there is something you could do. It's likely there's a boat along the coast of the island. It was transporting some hardware. The boat never finished the trip, you see. So the drives are still out there. I could really use them here for extra parts, if nothing else. My understanding is that the boat wrecked southwest of here. So, does this sound like something you could handle?
Давай, хули нет.
What happened to the boat? Why didn't it make it?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Trappers, fog... The point is that we already...
Sure thing, Faraday. I'll get the drives for you.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Изолента. Чужая собственность, блядь. Картридж. Фуражечка. Короче, меня реально тут задолбало бегать. Чё это?
Acadia may not look like much from the outside, but it's all some of us have got. It certainly wasn't what I was expecting, but it means there's hope, right?
Were you disappointed with what you found?
I mean, look, I don't want to sound ungrateful. If it weren't for Acadia and for Dima, I'd probably be dead. I guess I was just hoping for more somehow. When I first escaped, I had no idea what to do with myself. I was so lost, so scared. But I heard rumors of Chase and what she was doing, and she was bringing people to a safe place. A place just for us. And now here I am. All it's worth.
Блять, все такие болтуны. Вам повезло.
Yeah, I guess. This just wasn't where I thought I'd end up. Any of it. I've just got to keep telling myself.
Никого не смущает, что в броне в братстве стали. Вообще не парит никого это. Украсть нет, можно взять. Спасибо. Я не против полутать. Ни хера мне эти не надо. Жил.
Look, I'm not anybody worth talking to. My head is killing me. Now's not a good time.
What's wrong?
We're doing this anyway? Even after saying I don't want to talk? God. You try having somebody botch a mind wipe on you and see how it feels. Then get back to me, okay?
Sounds like you should get some help.
Yes, right. Brilliant. If only I'd thought of that and, oh, I don't know, gone someplace to see synths that could help me. Like, maybe Acadia?
Thanks so much for the advice.
So you're that new fellow from the Commonwealth. It's so wonderful to meet someone from back home. I'm afraid Kasumi doesn't seem to want to discuss it, but how are things there?
Getting better every day, I think.
Oh, that's so good to hear. I would like to see it again someday, once things settle down here. Acadia is all well and good, I suppose, but honestly, it does get a bit boring.
You're safe here. That's what really matters.
I suppose. One could do with a little excitement now and then, though. Don't you think? I'm sure I'll see you around. Do take care.
You're new here too, huh? I mean, I haven't been here that long myself. Honestly, I'd be dead right now if it weren't for Chase. Turns out it's pretty hard to live as a synth in the Commonwealth.
I'm sorry to hear that you suffered.
Thanks, but it doesn't matter now. I'll see you around.
Блядь, вам всем надо мне что-то сказать было?
I just can't deal with social interactions, okay?
Короче, походу это будет скучный стрим, так что я вырублю. Хотя меня еще смотрят. Ладно.
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
I'm a detective. I was hired to find you.
You're a what? You came all this way for me? Look, my mom and dad, I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
Kasumi, listen to me. You're not a synth.
Believe me, I've thought about that. How you can never really know. But it just answers so many questions. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone anyway? I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
You haven't replaced anyone. Kenji and Rei are still your parents.
I really wish that was true. If I wasn't a synth, things would be so much simpler. Acadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on here than just the refuge. But I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've been running long enough.
Да что ты хуйню тут несешь, блядь?
If something's going on, then I can help. Just tell me what's happening.
I don't know how you could. Wait. Wait, of course you can help. You find things, track down answers. That's what you do, right? That's why you came after me. What if I told you that there's a secret? A big secret here, on this island. Something way more important than just one lost girl.
Блядь. Ну,
okay.
Давай, говори. Ладно, с чего нужно начать?
You saw all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them. And, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there. And that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
I'll help if I can. But that's not much to go on.
I know. I've been working on that, but I haven't had much luck. I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop. But it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and Dima are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
I'll figure this out. Just stay here.
Okay. Good luck, and come back as soon as you've found anything.
Так. Надо отсюда валить. Дверь открыть. И уходить. Вы больные. Здесь вообще базарный, короче, такой получился стрим. Базар с ботами, ёпта. Ну, Фар Харбор выглядит красиво. Не поспоришь никак. Постарались локацию поменять. Спасибо за внимание. Смотрите еще? Да ладно. Хереть. Постримил. Ладно. Думал, неинтересно. Раздельный один выпуск. Так. Содружество. Любимое. Тут еще чуть-чуть переместиться. Каждый найденный вами труп. Труп. Например, возможность управлять электронами или турель. Толку от этого нет.
What?
Оп. Нормуль. Шел в жопу, гуль сраный. Вот моя любимая бронька. X101. Вкачанная вдрызг. Остается только вот кузнецом стать, чтобы прихреначить реактивный ранец. И чтобы на руках вот были модификации. Вот. А так X101 очень неплохая броня. И X01 точнее. Вот сразу видно попроще вот тип брони. Уже даже типа визуально он попроще. То что наполовину, наполовину закрывает носителя. Как бы типа визуально оформлен так. Ну и братство стали такой простенькое у меня. Да. И это вот из дерьма вот собрал. Вот тут шлем, кстати, прикольно прицепил. Как вот из Fallout 76. Нормальный тоже шлемарь. Вот. Ты заебал тут спать, урод. Я уберу эту кровать отсюда. Так, и чуть-чуть в радиации. О, да. О, я. Все. Нахрен отсюда, блин. Спи в говне, сраный гуль. Вон. Сейчас я тут воткну. Блять. Вот тут. Вот так вот. Заебись дом. Нахрен. Эти пространства для мысли. Так. Все, отопыривайся. Пришел такой, брык упал, все нормально. Так, товарищи олухи.
The farm's not much, but it's something.
Nothing's more satisfying than a smoking gun and a pocket full of caps. Should be a fine day for a walk.
Нет. А куда ты броню силовую дела? Гай Юли Макс. Блоки с брони понимай. Это при нападении всю твою броню после поселенца поодевают, и хрен потом с них снимешь. А нет, кстати, снимешь. И спасибо за совет. Это действительно удобно. Я об этом никогда не думал. Верняк вообще. Ты красава просто, отвечаю. Ты сейчас... Не, я тебе серьезно, ты, блядь, открыл для меня Америку. В натуре же у них нету, это... Слова блока нет, все, и не пойдешь. Это действительно здорово, спасибо. Так, Петя.
Hey, Valentine.
Time to hit the road?
Нет, иди в жопу, я передумал. Так, хорошо. Получается, сейчас последний. Так, верстак брони. Это что разобрать нахер? Буду читать с мобила лучше, чтобы картинку не губить. А то в душном окошечке. А теперь нельзя разобрать, потому что он легендарный. Канал, блядь. Так. Поселенцев не снимаешь, только с напарников. Нет, с поселенцев тоже снимаешь. Я отвечаю. Я еще помню, короче, когда напали на Санчунари, там в натуре поодевали, я обосрался, подумал, что они хрен снимут, но ты им, к ним подходишь, когда начинаешь говорить, и там появляется это... раздел диалоги, типа сказать ему, чтобы он выполз. Вот. Тут вкачано. Примерно правильно. Примерно правильно. Что это? Гладкость. Повышение скорости перемещения в режиме скрытности. Уменьшение расхода D на ускорение. От радиейшена защита. Уменьшение вероятности. Поражение. Увеличение максимального веса переносимых грузов. Уменьшение урона. Уменьшение урона. Увеличение максимального веса. Блин. Вообще, конечно, свинцовая обшивка, по идее. Да. Так, примерно броня. Да, она уже поставлена. Концовая обшивка поставлена. Так. А чё это? Текстиля не хватает? Где твари? General.
Huh? You want to do some trading?
Да.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Great.
Great. Алюминий мне понадобится. Свинец, сталь. Пружина, алюминий. Медь. Болт. Текстиль хочу. Резина, сталь. Сталь. Это что, текстиль? Все, закончился. Сталь. Стекло, текстиль. Шестеренки, медь, резина. Пачка сигарет. Проводка, текстиль. Текстиль. Шестеренка, пружина, сталь. Болт. Цена 340. Ты чё, дура? Так. Пружина, масло, сталь, пластмасса, сталь. Алюминий, стекло. Все. Спасибо, Вова. Так, и хламию. Modification. О. Я обожаю это делать. Так. Разная Федя. Так. Все, нету, да, больше комиксов. Медальоны всякие. Форма письма. Вот. Новый комикс. Фар-Харборовский. Прям написано приятно. Вот каждый комикс мне напоминает о какой-то части игры. Ну, вот, кроме вот таких вот. Not the Soldiers, вот это вот говно. Вот этот в начале игры нашел, помню, вообще в самом. И этот вот тоже. А вот этот вот, помню, там такой уже попозже был. Ой, ёпти, блядь. Взял. Нет, он внизу теперь нет. Потом хочу и распределить, чтобы типа на одном были говняные, на другом цветные. Так, ну что ж, пупсы мои вот здесь. Вот. Прикольно. Так. Куем дальше. Так. I'm busy.
Farming's as honest work gets. Most people are good at breaking things. I enjoy putting them back together.
Все от радиейшена защищает. Кроме этого говна. Нашу только потому, что просто нравится, как выглядит. Прочная обшивка. Экранированная обшивка. А если мы, блядь, возьмем этого братства стали, осталось у меня форма офицера братства стали, вот.
My old man taught me that duct tape could fix anything.
Да
I think
заткнитесь.
he was talking about bullet holes.
А почему у меня не одета одежда? Вот форма офицера братства стали.
Can't remember the last time I had clean fingernails.
Ее нельзя модифицировать? Пиздец, прикол.
What's going on?
Да ни хреново нон. Блин, с ней, конечно, прикольнее выглядит, опять же. Ну, так уступает по характеристикам. Это просто кошмар. Но он, блин, с ней выглядит зачетнее сразу гораздо. Просто несопоставимо. Черное с белым, только прикольно. Жаль. В трусах. А где там? Купи у меня эту хуйню.
Hi, how are you?
Hey.
I think I've got something in your size.
Let's see what you got.
Отлично.
Let me know what you'd like.
За такое душное количество крыжек.
Not sure how much of this fresh air and sunshine I can handle. Around here somewhere.
Ну все, полный жир.
You point, I'll shoot. Pretty simple arrangement.
Not sure how much of
What's
this
going on?
fresh air and sunshine I can handle. Around here somewhere.
Нормально, короче, теперь защищенный персонаж.
Walk 100 miles. I knew there was a pile of caps waiting for me at the end.
Стуканука братство стали. О том, что случилось там. Стоило выпасть этих чуваков. Что они мне скажут? На армейских блокпостах, расставленных по территории Содружества, часто можно найти ядерные блоки, которые нахрен не нужны, блин, пока нету кузнеца. Пока нету кузнеца, нету смысла вообще. Кейт куда-то потеряла броню. Жалко броню. Здорово,
The
педрила.
Brotherhood is a powerful force today, but I need to look to tomorrow.
Captain Kells, I have new information on the synth colony to the north.
Tell me everything you've learned.
There's a synth calling itself Dima, gathering followers in Acadia.
It's renamed itself? You mean it's acting autonomously? What are you going on about?
They're growing in number. More synths are being brought in regularly.
So this isn't a problem we can allow to continue. I'm starting to see why you brought this to me. What else can you tell me?
They're trying to set up some kind of permanent place for themselves, outside the Institute.
So this isn't an Institute operation? Well, that makes it even worse. All right, I've heard enough. You were right to bring this to my attention. I'll see that the matter is raised with Elder Maxon as soon as possible. If he wants to eradicate this menace, we'll need time to refit vertibirds for extended flight. I'll get the crews to work. In the meantime, any additional intelligence you can gather will help ensure that the action we take is precise and coordinated. Do not engage these synths until we're prepared. Understood?
Но мне в силовухе можно и в трусах. Все равно она нивелирует всю остальную броню. В подземке сделать 3-4 квеста. На бронеслой для одежды и армейскую и военную форму забронировать плюс 110 защите. Неплохо. Да, но вообще в Фар-Харборе же там есть типа супер-пупер броня. Вообще ту хочу найти. Типа броня морской пехоты. Там суммарная мощность типа ее позволяет вообще без силовой брони спокойно бегать. Там на каждую конечность от полтахи начинает поднимать. А сетовые вот эти вот, которые просто одел на себя. Вот типа какой-то педика. Типа одел и все, вот сразу полный сет. Мне вот такие не очень нравятся. Как бы фишка за ними есть, но такая. Просто нету прикола, что там типа руку такую одел, там ногу такую. Я просто жахнуло на всего перса. Да, это очень было грозно сказано. Так. Я просто подземку уже грохнул. Там уже не пройти. К сожалению, но я, если честно, об этом не знал. Те, кто посмотрит мой стрим от Гая Юлия Максимуса, очень хорошие советы можно будет найти в моих комментариях под этим видео. Да, действительно толковые советы по игре. На армейскую военную форму можно одевать броню. Я понял. Просто... То есть получается на 110. Не 2.27, 30, а сотка? Это жестко. Это жестко. Я не знал. Прикольно. Взломать терминал, получить сведения, получить пизды. И берем Ника Валентайна. Потому что я думаю, от него будет толк. И он мне будет гнать, что я делаю что-то не так. 110 от пуль и 110 от лазерного. Слушай, Гаюля, ее реально купить или ее надо где-то находить в ебенях? Армейская военная форма. Охудеть. Армейскую военную форму. Где Валентайн? О.
Yeah.
Carla.
Need to pick something up? It's pretty long from here.
Ну.
What's going on?
Huh?
What gave you the idea we're friends? What do you need?
Ты меня бесишь вообще, просто реально раздражаешь, тварь. Так.
Need something?
Yeah?
Где Валентайн?
Consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very
What's going on? What do you need?
Валентайн где?
Don't let your guard down.
Need something?
Вот и ты.
Just wanted to trade a few things.
Of course.
Nick.
Time to hit the road?
Let's head out.
All right.
Слушай, пистолет там неплохой, первым квестом получаешь. Если подземку грохнул, уже не найдешь и не купишь. Только сделав квест от ПАМ, можно получить эту фичу. Короче, я скажу другу, который сейчас перепроходит. И тем, кто еще не дошел до там таких крайностей, как я. Блин, круто. Все, в жопу вас всех.
Heads up.
Я могу на тебя надеть, например? Не могу. Не. Допустим, это. Тоже? Охуеть. Listening? Ты чмо, ёпта, а не listening. Капец. Просто охренеть. Бесполезный персонаж. Помню, его только открыл. Он говорит, я там взламывать умею. Смотрю, просто замок класса сложный. Говорю, ник открой. Говорит, это невозможно. Говорю, ник попробуй. Покопался, ни хрена. Он говорит, нет, у меня, говорит, не получилось. Ну, пипец, вообще толку от него. Просто какой от него толк. Огневой поддержки никакой. Обмундировать его ради прикола никак. Вообще фишки нет. Да, подкрути лучше себя хотя бы. Убожество. Так, это Аркадия. Фрагмент. Или... это... Регенеративный мин. Ну, еще я просто уже ни хрена не соображаю. Ну, пошли. Шляпник. Если харизма прокачан, то можно и без валентайна обойтись. Спасибо большое, Гай Юлию Максимус, за внимание. Блин, приятно, когда меня смотрит такой телезритель. До новых встреч на канале Манчестер Ван. Да. Рыбалка. Надо будет пожирить. Спасибо за внимание. До новых встреч. Мой телезритель. Так. Ну давай.
Look
Я
alive.
очень решил попробовать.
Think you can unlock that terminal?
Ну сделай.
Yikes. This is some high-grade encryption. There we go.
Ну ладно. Статус системы. Нет доступа. Все очень плохо в Фархарбор. Дитя атома на грани войны, а мы между ними все дело в конденсаторах тумана. Мы просто хотели защитить людей, но люди считают, что это противно их богу. Они мечтают, что туман накрыл весь остров, а в особенности Фархарбор. Жители Фархарбора их тоже ненавидят. Они обвиняют детей в распространении тумана, хотя с научной точки зрения это маловероятно. Если бы исповедник Мартин по-прежнему возглавлял церковь, все было бы намного проще. Он был нашим другом. Или Мартин нашел Тима на старой базе подлодок. Благодарю за то, что... Сейчас мы с этим сейчас. Хоть что я отправляюсь создавать Аркадию, оставил свои исходные воспоминания в игре. Возвращающе мало времени. Кому за воспоминания включить скат-систему. Уже стоило попасть.
Dima. Wait. Your friend there. I'd like to speak to him.
Yeah, I got a few words I want to say myself. Starting with, who the hell are you?
There's only one synth with that kind of face and a mind of his own, and I only see him when I look in a mirror.
Nick. It can't be you.
Don't give me that. What are you trying to pull? I've never seen you before in my life.
Please, if you're willing to give me a chance, I can explain.
Is this a joke? Do you really know Nick?
Let me tell you what I know, and you can judge for yourself. We were prototypes, Nick. The first synths capable of independent thinking and judgment.
Keep talking.
One of the Institute's experiments had to do with how our brains could process personality. If we could handle individualized feelings and behaviors, I was allowed to develop mine based on experience. But with you, they wanted to try transferring an entire personality into you. It took several attempts before the personality imprint worked. I saw you wake up not knowing who or what you were so many times. I couldn't let them do it to you anymore. We were the only two prototypes they made. I literally saw myself in you. You were my brother, Nick. I helped you escape the Institute. We left together.
If I were your brother, I'd remember.
That's where you'd be wrong. This happened over a century ago. There's only so much memory that can fit into the prototype brains we have.
Ah, I've heard enough. I think you and I need to talk about this. Maybe not now, though.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk later. This is a lot to take in.
Nick, I don't need you to believe me. I'm just glad to see you again. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here.
Охуеть.
Hey, Dima.
Is there anything I can do?
Who are you? What's your story?
I came to this island over a century ago, hiding from my creed. But after my escape felt secured, I was left with...
Right.
One day, was there
One
anything...
day...
I know you left some of your memories behind.
You've been busy. Maybe this is an opportunity, but you...
What are you planning, Dima?
Before I begin, how much do you know? Did you have any questions for me? About Far Harbor, the children of Adam, or my memories?
I know all I need to.
Then my plan is simple. Pose as a recruit and infiltrate the children of Adam. Gain access to their base in the old command center. Guarded by some pre-war security measures, you'll find my memory banks. I'll give you the program you need in order to access my memories. Bring me anything you find. It's not going to be like a normal hack. You'll be breaking through a version of my own mental network. It'll consider you to be an intruder. I've loaded the program with some instructions I've recorded that will help guide you through it. I'm afraid it's difficult to explain without seeing it for yourself.
Actually, I already have the program. I was thorough.
Well, I guess that just means I've picked the right person for the job. One more thing before you leave. Whatever you do, don't assault the children of Adam directly. Our ultimate goal must be to bring peace. If you attack them, they'll consider themselves at war with the outside world.
If we find anything suspicious in those memories of yours, we'll be back. Count on it.
Да. Короче, это скучный стрим. До новых встреч.